All right, we're live. I don't know what we're doing yet, people. I have a clue.
Hello, everybody. Salted, mystery fried, fizzy pop, and maybe a lurker or two. Hello, everybody. Hope we're all having a blessed night so far. And Jason is back on live. What?
I'm doing after hours show at the same time doing my 100 subs. 100 people subscribe. There's people just don't know what listen to me. It's fun. I have 100 subs. How that happened, I don't know.
What's up, Wake Up?
Right, doing something really wrong.
Wake Up is in the house. What's up, brother?
Oh, me 100 subs. I'd love to get wake up the show.
Yeah, Wake Up. Do you want to join the panel with us tonight?
Just do.
Get on in here then. You sent Kenny the cupcake the link too, right? I don't know why she has a hard time finding it. I just emailed it to you again, Candy. I don't have Wake Up's news email.
I know.
So, so what I could do, Wake Up, is I'll just go ahead. There you go. Email Jason, Wake Up, and then he can send you the link to get on here. And then Candy, I just sent you another email with the link as well. And it looks like right now it's just me. No, Jason's there, but he's being. You still there, Jason? All right.
We got right there in the room tonight.
Got Belinda's in the room now.
Yeah.
Yeah, send her a link too. You got Belinda's email?
Uh, so
So what Jason's saying is he's trying to get you guys invited. I can hear his. I know it. I know. I've talked to him enough to understand that. I understand that language now.
I
Oh, Paul got bumped off. What do you mean he got bumped off? How did he get bumped off? What happened? His internet went down, or
That's funny.
All right. So I see you invited Digi. He's on here. All right. Come on in, Digi.
I'm off myself. I just got
I'm
kicked off
gonna
my own
go ahead.
stream again.
Let me put it in here. There we go.
Does anybody have
I know. Go away. Leave me alone.
Vanilla Place's email? I thought I had it, but I don't.
Oh.
Well, that's where. So is Paul going to go back up, Belinda? Then is he trying to get back up? Hey, Gerald, welcome, brother.
We started something.
Belinda said, "Tell Debbie hi." You can't see the chat.
I might as well be using the dial-up modem because my internet is not funny.
Hey, Tim. Tim, yeah. We wrench everybody, brother. Hey, Digi, welcome.
What's up? What's up?
How's it going?
Good, good, good. How you doing?
Oh, another day.
Another day, another dollar.
No, not in my world. Another day, another minus dollar, but
Another heavily taxed dollar. Yeah,
right.
by the evil society, by the United States government, who are reaching, what is it, 1.4 trillion something dollars in debt, or billion dollars in debt. Hey, Jason, how you going? What's up? What's up?
Right. So that So what he said is like, "Hey, Digi, thank you very much for joining us. Love hearing from you, brother." That's what he said.
Yeah, I worked it. I'm starting to get that. It's like, I heard a bit of Digi in there. I'm pretty sure.
It's the Ewok language from the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'm really interested in actually having a conversation with Jason one day.
We'll just translate it.
He's hating me now for saying that, but I can never hear him on my end.
Hey, Salted Cedar.
Is it really? Is it bad?
You know, I think that,
I hate AT&T. I hate AT&T just for this reason.
Right. Sometimes, like, if we just like all be quiet for like 2 seconds, then he can talk fine. But it seems like when there's that overlapping of conversation, then he starts like breaking up on us.
All right, so you ready? Let's be quiet.
All right, ready? Quiet time, everybody.
Fuck, man. Sounds like D-Wave, doesn't it?
Yeah, he just said.
Oh, he's gone. No. Come back, Jace. It's a pirate takeover. Jace, come back. Mr. Laird Life should be floating around here somewhere soon.
Yeah, I thought I saw him. I thought he joined in there. No.
Yeah, here we go. He's in the chat. He's still working out what Command V means on the keyboard.
Okay.
I hope he can hear me, because I had to tell him that's how you paste, and he's going to get mad at me for saying that. But yeah.
Right?
Here we go. Oh, he must have had problems with he's had issues with his like a Hangouts account. So which sucks because it means he has to use a different like Google login. Here he is now. Yeah, he's had to use his Jeff LL account.
Okay, is that why his avatar looks different? Okay.
Yeah. That's layered.
Hey, Laird.
Baby bottle pops.
Bootyism.
I must have missed. Did I miss that Buddhism thing on your stream?
Right at the end of the show, Cowboy.
Okay. So I passed out before the end of your show.
Okay. So at the end, E-Man was getting fired up, and he was saying, "Or was that E-Man laid, or someone was saying?" I think he was one of them that was saying it. In the end, he was saying Buddhism, but he was saying Buddhism, and then Laird mistakenly said Buddhism, and then I picked up on it and I laughed at Laird. And
okay.
From Buddhism, it became Buddhism, and then Laird and I started saying Buddhism all night in the end. But it was out of
put under your head whenever you go to sleep.
It's Buddhism.
Cowboy.
Buddhism, that's killing me. What was that? Was that?
I said it's kind of like that cushion you put under your head whenever you go to sleep.
Right. No, but you know that you gotta love E-Man because like he still calls Fizzy Fuzzy.
He calls Dan. What is he? Cowboy, what does he call Scarab again? He called him Scab. Scab the other day.
Scab. Yeah, no.
Scab performance. Yeah.
So I mean, I love him because you know he has a little screen and he has a hard time reading the names, and so he just goes by it, you know. So.
Poor Dusty.
Whatever comes to his mind is what he's.
He says whatever comes to his mind. Yeah. I think he called Dusty a guy the other day, which is like, no, Dusty's like a lovely looking girl.
It's like that one live stream. It's like that one live stream I said busy dust because her birthday was so light. I said, you know what? It's busy dust.
All right. Did you send E-Man an invite, Jason?
It's not just busy dust, it's Dusty Pop.
Dusty Pop.
No, I didn't.
I hear somebody.
No, I didn't.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but if you ever hear We Are Desk Talk, like there's no way you would ever think that would be a guy in the world. She's got such a sweet voice. So
yeah. I had a chat to her today about the Bible.
Got something going on. Dusty Pop.
So basically what Jason just said there was that he absolutely loves Fizzy Pop and loves E-Man and loves the way and loves We Are Dust and loves the way he calls their names intertwined. That's what that was.
Yeah. So I feel better for that now.
So where is Fizzy Pop? Because we need to get in here and have her hijack this Google Hangout.
I wish Jason could I wish someone could fix it for Jason. Like I love what he's got to say.
Oh, I feel so bad for him. He tries so hard and he spends so much time on the phone with the internet and everything, and he gets so frustrated with it.
Understandable, yeah.
See, he's texting me now that he's just pissed. He keeps trying.
Can he get an aerial for it or something like is there some sort of aerial that he can get to? Is it like a connection to the Wi-Fi or?
Yeah, let me see. It just seems to be like where he's at. Like it works fine everywhere he's at until he's at home. Hey, Candied. Candy Cupcakes in the house.
What's up, Candy C? Candy. Is Laird still there? Is he just...
Yeah, I see him, but I don't know why his avatar isn't coming up. No, he's... I don't see him now. I don't know what happened later. Hey, Candy. Are you there, Candy?
Hello, Dylan.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? No.
Do you have your YouTube channel muted?
Oh, bad.
Mute the you. So if you have the stream pulled up on YouTube, right? Mute the YouTube, not the Google Hangout.
Hey, here we go. So Mystery Fried says, Digital Intel ignores me now that he knows I'm a guy. Dude, I haven't even once ignored you ever. And he's like, go Buddhism rocks.
Yeah.
G'day, Mystery Fried. How you going, man?
Good.
Okay, Candy's back and Jason's back. I'm going to be quiet now.
So, Candy, you want to talk and see if we can hear you right now?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Jason? We're layered go. This is like
The sound of silence. Oh, Laird's back! Buddhism.
Jason, did you send Belinda a link?
Well, Laird just dropped off rather quickly there.
Yeah, I don't
gone.
know. Does he have
Everyone's everyone's dropping off is what I'm trying to say.
I wonder if he's having issues with his too. Because I see him still in the Google Hangout, so I don't know if he's having trouble just staying on. Mystery Fried. Time for a blunt.
Pass. I just said, can't even get my words out.
Belinda, go to the Google Hangout. It's the link for the Hangout is in the Google Hangout on Digi's Intel's channel on the Google Hangout. If you're part of that one. Let me find which one you're in on the Google Hangout here. All right, I'm going to do contact for E-Man. It will be in there for you, Belinda.
So Belinda's just said, is there an Earth-facing coronal mass ejection tonight? Well, I hope that's not too like what's the word for it? This is after hours, but we got to keep it, adults only at least.
It is 5:26, so maybe that adds up to 13. Who knows?
23 Skull and Bones.
You looked it up?
I did, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Boom. Roasted.
Boom. Buddhism. Jason's like, I'm kicked out of my own stream by AT and AT. It freaking annoys me, man, because like that every time I reckon I've been on here, like I haven't been able to chat to him because I've heard him on other shows, like on his after hours before me coming on here, and I heard him with E-Man a couple of times, and yeah, it's just shit. AT&T, get your act together, AT&T.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Belinda. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I sent you the link. course we want you on here. I don't know what you mean. Only if you want me fake cowboy. I don't know what that means.
Did
That,
you send her the stink?
I sent her the link. Yeah, I don't know what it means. Like, am I fake? I'm not fake. I'm real. I'm not a real cowboy. But I don't know what that means.
Emmett
I
Smith.
don't know what that means.
Whoa, real cowboy. Giddy
So
up.
hey, what did y'all think about tonight's show?
Can I pass?
Yeah,
Over to
go
you,
ahead.
Laird. Go on, Laird. You said you wanted to
I've
talk
got
about
two
it.
bishops on my screen. It looks like Jason's here twice. Jason, did you multiply yourself? Please answer, sir. Are you still in the hospital?
No, he's doubled.
I saw the double hook.
A double hook. Hook
It
line
looks
and
like a
sinker.
fishing hook.
It does. I thought that before, man. Isn't that funny? Oh, that's synchronicity for you. I thought that before.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey, what's
There's
with the
Belinda.
what's with the bamboo roof, Mr. Booty?
Now Belinda has an R in it. By the way, now that Digi's here.
Belinda.
Belinda.
Hey, Belinda. Turn off your camera and get your bootyism.
Nice ceiling mount light.
That's my light. You're
That's
whistling.
booty. Isn't that bootyism? No, it's a
We need to
light.
examine this.
How's that?
There's the bootyism.
It's close to being good.
Bootyism. I love that. That is our new secret.
It's the new secret handshake. Yeah.
It's like brown rice.
hi, or yeah, it's cool.
So, Belinda, what do you mean fake cowboy? I don't get that. Help me out.
You're
Yeah.
fake. You're
Oh,
fake.
come on, cowboy. You're in California.
No, I'm in Southern Oregon, but I'm from San Diego. But
I'm
no,
talking
you're
about cowboy.
no. You revealed yourself last night or the night before.
Whoa! You revealed yourself last night, and you're not a real cowboy, eh? Oh, hey, wait on.
That's like when people say they're presenting. I feel like they're flashing their robe.
Listen, I'm being funny, but no, you said damn it, and real cowboys don't say damn it. They say dag nabbit.
And damn.
Are we talking about getting in the saddle here?
Okay, so I'm the
Fake.
only,
He's not a cowboy.
I'm afraid of horses too, by the way.
We'll see.
You're afraid of horses?
Yeah, I am.
Are you really?
I am. I've ridden them before. They freak me out.
So
you've ridden-
cowboy,
Okay.
you're afraid of horses.
Uh huh.
You damn it instead of dag nabbit. What makes it?
Okay, so
It's all about the numbers. He's got 2
One.
zeros in there.
welcome back,
You-
Candy. I love the Cowboys. One. The other one is I love Western days. I do. I love the
Okay.
Western days. I love Western movies. I love like my favorite guy is like Doc Holliday, and I love all the Clint Eastwood old
Yeah, you should-
Western
Sure.
movie. So, I guess I would always say, like, if I ever picked a time to like live in life, I would love to live in those days.
What is
I
that
guess
line?
if I-
Like, make my day, punk.
Yeah. Well, that's more of a modern one for Clint Eastwood. I'm talking about the old westerns that he was in.
That was pretty old.
So perhaps your avatar should say, "I want to be a cowboy."
I'm a cowboy in heart. I'm just like I'm a metrosexual city boy cowboy. I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Wasn't there a movie like that, like Suburban Cowboy, or what was that?
Oh no, I know what it is.
Mountain.
That's the one. That's the one.
That's
I
a
just
different
feel
type of that's a different type of cowboy, but
Hey, pretty boy.
That's great. Like,
Playing with
Yeah.
people.
yeah, I'm not a Brokeback Mountain cowboy. No, I'm not.
Thank God for that.
I love women. No.
Belinda,
Yeah.
you're next.
What is this, a roast?
No, I'm saying you're next. He said he's after you.
Belinda, keep it in your pants, all right?
Whoa, Belinda, I didn't know.
I'm
It
just
looks like we got
I'm
some candied cupcakes up in the house too. Hey,
Yeah,
Candy.
we're
I
Candy's
laughed so hard I fell out of my
It's
chair on your
is
bro. Heck
flat
out.
killing me.
only on Jason's show.
Hi, Candy
No,
Cupcakes.
no, Cowboys.
Hey, that's it. Brokeback Cowboy.
Cowboys metrosexual,
Yeah, Brokeback Cowboy.
but
Yay.
We're like
Brokeback Cowboy.
Hang on,
Clappy mine.
Jason's talking. Hang on, Jason's talking. We can actually hear him. What were you saying, Jason?
Yeah.
Oh man, right when he was talking, we could hear
Hey,
him.
Debbie.
I love you, Debbie. This is Belinda. She hates me.
She hates me too. I think she does.
His ex-girlfriend was Belinda one night.
But we wish her the best. We love
You-
Debbie.
Going,
Debbie-
Belinda?
He is kicking my ass tonight.
Let her know, Jason. I love
I
her.
don't know why, but they're just
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I can't hear you very well.
Nothing on me.
Oh, I love her. I'm not that Belinda.
Debbie's getting ready.
Oh yeah.
Save me, Digi.
Buddhism.
Videoism.
Buddhism. Hey, I'm trying to work out what some. I just it's like Jason's trying to speak, so let's just try it. Everyone just try let him come through, see if it works.
Yeah, my
Oh, it's working.
first name is
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
So he said Debbie's kicking his ass right now. Is basically.
I feel like we're testing out a Ouija board.
I feel like Stephen Hawking's talking to us from the dead. It's like, breathe the D-wave machine, sound Mandela effect.
It was all a lie.
Yeah. How do I say it again? Laird?
Blender?
Belinda,
Yes.
but what about AI?
AI?
AI. Well, no, it's AI.
It's AI.
Yeah, so I'm teaching Laird how to speak Australian. Like it's AI.
No, I'm teaching
Oh,
you how
no.
to speak Australian.
Was Laird
What?
here? Hi,
Yeah,
Laird. Hi, Jeff.
That's been me the whole time with the dome ceiling that we're building.
Laird, did you change to a chemtrail sky? Is that you? I'm just
Oh,
teasing
probably.
you.
Probably. That's my repertoire.
Could have a chem lung. A black chem lung. How did the show end? Did it end nicely? I had to leave because I was busy walking down to the bottle shop.
Oh, well, everybody was being really racist against Dan. And, it just stopped.
Did it stop? Did it? That's weird.
Cold turkey.
Right. You know, they need to make up, and you know, it should have been done offline. But you know,
Yeah,
I agree.
Photo Helix is a peacemaker, and his intentions are always good. You know, and I think that
I agree. I think he had good intentions, but if it was that long and that
Right.
relationship was that strong, that might have been better off. But you know, I can't knock him for trying it. So we're all just spectators on that. It's not our business, but it was interesting, and
you know,
I
they
hope
made our
people's
business.
feelings didn't get too hurt.
No, they made
Yeah,
it our
like-
business. Okay.
You're right. They make
Yeah,
it our business. Yeah.
If you look at all three of the people, you know, Photo, and I would say this, and in all honesty, like, with the way he conducts himself and does his shows and stuff like that, like, you know, it's gonna 99% of the time work and come out really good, and maybe this is just a random time it didn't work. But you know, Photo and Rachel and Dan are all lovely people individually. There's obviously just a bit of this happens to so many of us, like, and they were right in saying that, you know, they're all real people doing real things, and you know, it's just a disagreement, and it'll get sorted out. It always does.
Here's the thing you guys have to realize is, you know, we've all, you know, a lot of us have talked to each other one-on-one or whatever, and everybody has differences, you know, and I've talked to Dan and we have differences too. And, you know, sometimes I'm talking to Noble and I almost call him Dan, you know, because it's like,
Or hippie. Who knows?
you know, argument or whatever. And it's like, no, it's not. We have differences, but you know, it's like, man, we still all love each other, which is really, that's one thing I've noticed, you know, and I always look for common denominators in the entire community. And it's like, I've seen it so many times. And it's like, you're arguing 1 minute, but you know, you love each other to death. It's kind of like a real true family.
Right.
You
Well, I mean, you and I have gotten into it before, Belinda. Here we are.
Whoa.
I still love you. I mean, you know,
Oh, Belinda, I talk so much shit about you. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, we have to cancel those Google Hangouts all the time.
Yeah.
We have Belinda Trash Talk Google Hangout that we have set up.
Titled and everything.
Yeah.
Hang on, let's give Jason another. Jason's rebooted. Let's give him another go.
I would
Ouija board.
think that you guys would agree with me. It's like, you know, you have disagreements with people, but it's in next day. It's like, hey, yeah, no big deal. You know.
Oh, I can get being falsely accused of certain things. Like people think I work for the CIA because I can sound Canadian every now and then.
Actually, you actually do. I thought you were Canadian. You know, you're from Texas, so you sound like
you don't.
Noble. And I've talked to Noble, and I've talked to, you know, no, I haven't talked to Lone Eagle, but I have, you know, listened to him. You do sound Canadian.
Well,
Yeah. I mean,
well,
it's
you know,
like one of those-
you know who else is Canadian?
Really got to listen.
You know who else
You
is Canadian, right?
And
Brian
most-
Hippie. Brian Canadian too. So I'm just wondering, do we have like?
Y'all got me in trouble with that one.
I don't know how. You know, that was a roasting night. It was meant for love. I'm sorry, Belinda, if I offended you.
I think we
I
worked
just
it out.
want to, but you know what? I just want to say right to Belinda's face right here, not behind the scenes like I've done before. I am sorry if I offended you.
No, it's all right. See,
I'm not
that's-
sorry. So there you go.
See, that's how it is. You know,
Yeah, I'm
I
not
think
sorry about Laird.
it's all
I'm
right.
not sorry at all.
Is I think that people in the community, you know, and I've listened to replays on different things, and it's like, you know, why am I even, you know, there? I'm not even there. Why are people saying things about me when I'm not even there? You know, and
Because we
later,
like you.
yeah, I know. And later life, you know, God bless you, stuck up for me. He's like, you know, she's not here. Why, you know, what the hell? And it's like,
Oh, that's true. I remember that.
yeah.
You're popular, Belinda.
Listen to replays, you know, on everything, and it's like, oh, what?
But I did say that I love you before I did it. It wasn't like I knew you weren't there, so I was like,
No, but still.
That's called a shit sandwich, isn't it? Isn't that a shit sandwich?
no, it's not.
I think it's called
That's
like
where,
my balls dropped like 20 years ago.
Look, I think personally, but you know, in all actuality, I don't care what you think.
Right.
Oh god, I've got to say, guys.
So it is what it is, and you know, I'm just gonna be me.
I'm just going to say Buddhism.
Well, Belinda, you just said it right there.
Yeah,
Belinda, you
but-
said it right there. You said,
What do you mean, Laird? Buddhism.
you said it right there, Belinda. You said, I'm just going to be me, which is Mandela effect. You're just going to be me. There you
I
go.
know it was. Laird, I almost said at Laird Live because I'm so used to typing. Laird, that's
That's
funny.
the problem with Washington, wherever the hell you are.
I was thinking about this today though. The ME actually used to be the MA. It was
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
do you remember that?
I'm sorry.
Laird Live, do you remember
Yes. It was instead of me, it was Ma. Yeah.
yeah. So that's an effect in itself. And you know, that's kind of, you know, I thought about that yesterday and I thought, you know, what the hell? What is going on? You know, it doesn't make sense. It's an aspect. It was
Hey, Debbie.
It was an Mandela effect. Now it's effect. So
Well, you know, Iman's name backwards is name.
well, his name is Emmanuel.
I know, I'm just saying, but what he goes by backwards is name.
I
I just
know.
thought that was interesting.
His name is Emmanuel, is what I'm saying. So that's really cool.
Yeah, well, it's like I feel like it's a branch of so like Father Abraham had many sons had Father Abraham, right? So then Emmanuel, I feel like represents all of the sons of Father Abraham, and so like that just means name, like basically fill in the blank. If you're a son of Abraham,
Here's
you know what I
something.
mean?
Here's something that really baffles me, and I've been studying the Bible for a long time. Since I was probably 10 or 11. And in the Bible, it always said, his name will be Emmanuel, which means God with us.
Isn't there something in there that says honor thy wife?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, there's something on HBO called Emmanuel. I don't know if y'all saw that back in the early 2000s, but
Well, Emmanuel means God with us, and
I mean, I'm talking about later. I was kidding.
No. I'm just wondering, how can you get Jesus from Emmanuel? It clearly states in the Bible that his name was to be Emmanuel, God with us. So Jesus is Greek, came from Zeus. In the Hebrew, Yeshua, but his name was Emmanuel.
I thought it was Yeshua.
It is Yeshua. It is Yeshua. But if you go back to the scriptures and look at the Mary and Joseph story, his name was Joseph. Joseph said, God told Joseph his name is supposed to be Emmanuel. And Emmanuel means God with us. But why didn't they ever call him Emmanuel?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
I think that there was, there's a lot of history of book burning back in the day. You know what I mean? I feel like we could have lost. Like, did y'all know that the Library of Congress was like burned down completely back in the 1800s, and we had to start over?
Yeah,
how many
I heard
how
that,
many
and
pieces
that's
of
happened.
literature
Yeah.
do you think we lost?
I've heard
So,
that.
like, imagine that on a larger scale.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe now that we are actually in some sort of like, if we're not in some sort of like matrix reality that's changed, then we're definitely heavily governed by a society of individuals who have rewritten history, not only through like what photo retro causality talks about, which I believe to be true to a degree, but also through changing what they tell about our past is. I don't think our past is even remotely what we're told it is. And one of those things is through burning the books. And, so many times we've heard libraries burned down and, great libraries, and the Nazis burning the books. And I think that it's not only the Nazis that have done, I think it's been done throughout the ages, and by the Freemasons or whoever it is that's running the show. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Yes, the
That's
elimination
throughout
of
history.
knowledge is the way towards suppression.
Stupidity.
Yeah, well, like Debbie says, stupidity. Done throughout history several times where all knowledge has been erased.
I know, but don't you guys find that
According-
strange? And I've thought about this many times over the last couple of years. When God, the Holy Spirit told
And Nick
Joseph,
causes it.
his name should be called Emmanuel, and it means
What causes it?
why did they name him Emmanuel? In our
What was Debbie saying?
Debbie's pointing at the computer. Debbie's saying the computer is talking. Debbie's pointing at the computer saying that it causes the lack of knowledge, which is actually true because all you do is grab your
You're cutting out,
smartphone
Jason.
and go, hey Google, what's this? What's that? All you do is look at Google and it will tell you the answer. And remember, you learn from the past. Now all you got to do is just grab your phone or grab your computer and it will tell you.
And it's actually an addiction.
It's
which
and
is
it's
a vice.
it's also an addiction.
How come we can hear Debbie better than you, Jason?
There you go.
Yeah.
What
Seriously.
Debbie's saying is a vice.
I can hear a car horn.
It is.
Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. Hold on. Jeez, I'm sorry.
I think we may have.
I mean, let's face it. Do we really have to sit there and learn anything? If we have OK
Wow.
Google, no, we don't have to learn anything.
Right.
If we
So
have to remember anything if we have OK Google. No, we don't. Library of
Right.
Congress in 1804, the burning of Valley. You know, there's two great losses of knowledge.
Well,
We've
you
got
know, so you-
so many losses of knowledge, but yet we have
Ah! There
Right.
we go.
so he's saying that
you got a
we're
library card.
dumbified, right? Because we don't have to learn anything.
Yes.
We can just Google the answer. We just
Oh,
like
crap, here we go.
ask a question and Google it, and we'll get it.
I'm glitching.
And you know the other thing too, we don't even have to learn how to spell anymore because it will autocorrect it, right? You just start, right?
Yeah.
And then the other thing too is the internet, and especially with our phones, we've it dumbified how to interact with people. They don't have, for example, my son went to a cabin with a bunch of his friends. He's 19. And they all went and got a cabin together for one of his friends' birthday. And they got there, and there was no internet. It was a cabin. There was no. It was out in the middle of nowhere, no internet. And they all looked at each other like, "What do we do? We have no internet. We can't look at our phones. We, you know, they don't know." It's really put a gap in how to interact one-on-one with people. You know, and so, and it's also dumbified us that we don't have to learn anything because we just Google the answer, right? And who's telling us the answer? Who are we relying on? Information out there, and who's setting that information up? Who's
AI.
right? So I mean, I think that's where Jason's point was going. And you know, again, like you go type anything into the chat right now and misspell it, and it will tell you how to spell it. So you don't even have to learn how to spell it anymore. We're just
Yeah,
like
Cowboy, how do you spell AI?
AI. It's spelled BOOTYISM. If you rearrange the word
BWTY.
ISM, yeah. If you rearrange digital intel, it spells Buddhism.
right,
It's an anagram.
right.
Hey,
I mean, you
Layered
do
life.
that. Layered life. Let's do layered lives, right?
Mr.
Layered Life's
Riley,
most snozzberries.
You lost everybody.
Stephen Hawking.
Candy Cupcakes having internet issues, Belinda. She's trying to get back on.
Belinda, you sound like a robot male.
I'm sorry.
You sound like a robot.
Who's speaking to me?
This is you in 20 years.
It's later life. No, I'm not.
Debbie's got a question for the panel.
Sure.
In
I'm
fact,
sorry?
for the chat.
He wants to ask us a question.
Oh, okay.
No, I promise.
Oh, Katie's got internet issues too, huh?
Are you guys trying to get rid of the women on the panel because you know you already lost Candy Cupcakes and you're about to lose
Every day. Every day.
No, we don't want to get rid of layered life, Belinda.
Why you- sound like a,
Sorry. I'm
Why would-
misbehaving.
like a robot male.
Belinda.
Belinda.
Well, because
Belinda.
it made you sound like a male because of the robotic part of it.
Hey, I've got a question for the chat. Let's liven it up here. We don't want to turn this into something less
Yeah.
crazy.
So.
So, Belinda, can you please confirm with me? There was like a show with Scarab and Fiverr a couple of days ago. It might have been Mandela Monday, right? And they were talking about Cinder.
I missed Monday.
You were there?
No, I missed it.
Oh, you missed it. So they were talking about Cinderella having one L now.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there. But
Damn.
no, it have 2 L's.
It has 2 L's. Leia, were you there on Monday?
I have 2 L's.
You certainly do. But do you remember Cinderella having 2 L's? Coincidentally, she has 2 L's as well.
Yes, I
like-
believe 2 L's. Yes.
But she like they found all these DVDs with like
boxes popping up on my screen.
Not really bad.
Perfect answer. That was perfect.
Morpheus.
I think you took the blue pill.
I think he took both of them.
No, I missed last Monday and I think last Saturday on.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to change the topic because like I saw that they found these DVDs with like 1 L, but apparently now Cinderella's back with 2 L's, which is the way I remember it.
You know, there's like a black market for like burned DVDs. You know how you can like burn CDs and burn DVDs back in the day.
Mhm.
So they might have that going on as well. I try to think of everything whenever it comes to the possibilities of copyright strikes or like
Okay.
real life ones. Like whenever you go to that, so I consider that part of it. But if Cinderella had 1 L, then I would consider it to be pronounced Cinderella.
Yeah, it's not Cinderella.
It'd be Cinderella. And Belinda, by the way, you told me before that you think you sound like myself. So it wasn't a dig. It was a joke.
No, I do listen to you sometimes. I think, you know, I've always had a deep voice since I was a kid. And
Right. So I thought you knew what I meant. I was kidding.
No, okay, I forgive you. I thought you were trying to be mean to me.
Just being a dick over here, down here in Texas.
They're right.
Apparently, people in Texas, I'm told, Belinda, are very intelligent. That's what I got told today. Laird was trying to convince me Texans are the most intelligent. Is that not right, Laird?
I wouldn't think so.
He said to me that they.
I didn't hear anything just now.
Yeah, I
no,
love
you.
it.
Yeah, no, I love Laird too. He said to me that they have the best renewable energy in America.
No, we are the biggest creator of renewable energy in the United States.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've been through Texas, and yeah, there's a lot going on in Texas.
Yeah.
I
Texas
remember
can,
I've been going. I
Go ahead.
went through Texas many times as a child, and all you see is those. It's like back for. It's like a. What do you say? Balance.
Like an oil rig.
Oil things, back and forth, back and forth. Tumbleweeds everywhere.
but yeah,
Not
Texas
as bad as in California.
Texas can support.
I was born in SoCal.
There's so many tumbleweeds in California. It's ridiculous.
Texas can support itself with its own energy and about what I think like 5 surrounding states, right?
We can,
Okay.
and actually, it's 9 surrounding states. We can
Is it
support
9?
the entire
Yeah.
east. We can support the entire east coast all the way up to North Carolina.
But see,
That's
Laird,
what
I don't understand.
that. It's really cool, but I think about that. I look at the United States map, and it's like
We're
all
fucking
the
ballers here in Texas, by the way.
land is lines on the map. We're all one big land.
I know. I'm just
trying
saying,
to
there's pride. There's pride here in Texas.
Yeah, but I'm trying to work out where the intelligence like lines up with the solar, the renewable energy. Like,
Well, I think the
obviously
perception is what we need to tackle first, because the perception of Texas is a bunch of retards, and that's not the case whatsoever.
I never said that though. You were trying to convince me. We were talking about New Zealand, and somehow
Yeah, they're a bunch of bums. Yeah.
yeah, and then they're a bunch of bums, and you were trying to take the Mickey out of me. You were mocking me by
I
saying
took the Mickey, yeah.
Yeah. You're saying AI.
AI.
Hey, did you into it? What it was? Don't you think it's AI or no? Or no? Don't you think it's AI?
No.
So then no. You say AI, right? So then I said, so what's going on in Texas? And then you just went on this mission to tell me all about how intelligent people are in Texas. And I said, provide some evidence. And you said, well, we have the leading renewable energy in the country, which I'm, all for. That's what I want to do. Like, I want to have my own property and go off the grid. But I was just trying to see where you were going with the intelligence line. It's obviously a sensible thing to do, but
Well, I'm a genius, so it's hard to keep up. I get it.
Well, I've seen your avatar. You've built a roof.
It's a dome.
It's a dome. Well, you built the dome. Maybe you built the firmament. Maybe this is where this is all headed to. Like, I'm trying to liven up the party here, guys.
You thought I was
Come
CIA
on.
because I sound like nobleness and crying hippie whenever I talk to you on person.
I never said that.
It's
Did
not
y'all
a-
know that Digital Intel is 6'3", by the way?
And that's just
It's
my
a big
foot.
guy.
That's my foot. That's just my foot. Yeah. You hear me, Belinda.
We share a lot of secrets.
You hear me.
hilarious. It's hilarious.
It's not hilarious. It's Buddhism.
You have two different colored eyes too.
Really,
No,
me?
My eyes are blue.
No, Digi has two different colored eyes.
Huh?
See, Scarab was trying to tell me I'm
That's
a
called a
reptilian.
shadow, cowboy.
No way.
Do they have shadows in LA?
They
In
don't. They don't.
California? They don't.
No,
It's just,
Because they're
It's always-
constantly under the tanning bed.
It's always sunny in California.
it's always purple.
They just always have those goggles on.
I feel really humbled by my hexagonal eyes that Dan says I have. He thinks I'm a reptilian.
At least you said hexagonal, right? That's awesome.
Hexagonal AI.
Buddhism.
Hexagonal.
It's like Canadians.
Now I get your
Hey, man,
name.
you better watch out, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Oi, look at me.
Funny.
Play it live.
My daughter, my oldest daughter,
Her
calls him
nickname is Bunny.
my oldest daughter says Canadia.
Canadia. That's what I was trying to say before. Canadia or Canadia. Canadia. At the boot.
It's a
Is that a
boot
Mandela effect? Like, there's never an I at the end of it.
seed.
Oh, did we hear something there? What was that?
So now I get it. Now I get the Digital Intel. You're an AI. I didn't know that. Well, nice to meet you.
Oh
AI.
my god. It's
No,
very
he thinks
nice to
I'm
meet
an
you too.
AI.
I don't think you're AI. AI. No, I think
AI?
AI. There you go. You're getting it now. That's right. AI. It's it's quite possible that Jason is AI though. I think like every time I hear him, it's like it goes AI on me.
Okay, so Jason's not real. It's just my other. It's my computer.
All right, Jason might not be real, but Debbie is freaking real.
Wait, what is Debbie? What is Debbie in terms of like she's come onto a few chat streams and stuff, right?
She's the matriarch. Don't fuck with Debbie.
Where's Debbie come from?
Debbie's a badass.
Debbie,
She hates me.
what does she hate you for?
She loves
Because-
me.
His ex-girlfriend's name was Belinda, and one night she's going, "What are you doing? You're talking to Belinda?"
I remember that.
I'm like, oh my gosh, she hates me. You funny.
Was it something to do with Buddhism?
No. Yo, well,
No?
yeah, maybe. I think it did.
I think we've got the fishing hook back.
Was
I
it
would do
me?
Iman, but that would become racist.
I think everyone's done a hey at some point. I love when he does that.
I loved
Yeah.
Fat Albert as a child. I always watched that. Hey, it's Fat
Fat
Albert.
Albert.
He does
I
that,
love Fat Albert.
man. You know, he's so
Hey.
no,
trying to tell me.
and he is so awesome to do that. And did you guys hear his video the other day? He actually posted one of the CDs that's on, I think, Google
Before I
Play or
lose it again.
something. But he has some good songs.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys heard-
I've heard him do his jazz chill out sessions. I really
He-
love that. Like, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, well, no, he posted a song a few days ago, a couple days ago, that he was actually singing, and it's pretty good. 99 cents on iTunes
He's
or
got the
something.
soul.
Yeah, no, he was pretty good. Very,
I'd love to meet the guy. Yeah, I feel like we need to meet in
love
New
to meet-
Orleans.
totally. Not
I think-
lazy
I think-
voice or anything. He was actually, and I did comment on his site and on his channel, and said, that's an awesome song. So I don't know what else he did, but very cool.
He got a little bit pissed off at me last night because I was challenging him a little bit, but it's all in good fun, man. And Iman, if you're listening or you hear it later, I love you, brother. Yeah, and you sound like you do need to. You got a good voice, man. You got the soul behind it, so that's all that matters.
And Jesse Spots was calling me a Buddhist all night. So digital.
A
I'd
what?
really like to a Buddhist all night. He was
Oh,
saying
Buddhist.
a Buddhist, like Buddhism, and he was saying that he's like, so digital. You know how he's doing the just so digital. I don't know that I can do a Jesse Spots. So digital. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on Buddhism and the Christianity, like the books. And I had no idea. As I said to like We Are Dust, I chatted to her before the speakeasy before. Like I've read stuff about Buddhism and read Buddhist quotes, but I've never practiced Buddhism, or it's never been my and it's like Hinduism. I've read up on Hinduism and I've meditated and done stuff like that, but I've not been to a shrine or to a temple or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like it's just been out of interest, and my curiosities led me to Christianity. So yeah. But it was interesting because he was challenging me. I think everyone was getting challenged last night. It was good. It's healthy. It's a very healthy thing.
It's healthy.
I love fighting with all of you. It's amazing.
So long as it doesn't get personal, it's fine.
Yeah. The thing is, Digi, you have to realize that, Jesse Spot believes in God. He believes in Christ as our Savior, and he is an awesome person.
Mhm.
He has a lot of...
He is. Thank you for saying that. He is an awesome person.
Awesome. Even though I make fun of him to no
Yes.
end.
Jesse
It's out
has...
of love, man. I love Jesse.
Hang on, Jason's talking. Hang on.
Jesse very diversified, and he's awesome to listen to, and he brings a lot to the table.
Hey, we got
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And please don't misinterpret me, because like that's exactly what I'm saying. Like he challenges me as a friend, like to get the best out of me, and he knows that I know that, and I appreciate that, even though I've only known him for a short time.
Did you Belinda, hang on 1 second. Jason started talking. I know it's he has a hard time getting through, but it was actually coming through. And so I don't know if you guys could have heard him there. He was trying to talk. And he's struggling trying to talk. So you want to try that again, Jason?
I've got a fright connection.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm getting
Oh, we hear you.
Debbie's getting ready to just kill it. Flat
Well,
out.
Debbie,
are you kidding me? We can finally hear you, dude.
Take a sledgehammer to it.
Yeah, we love you,
Uh,
Debbie. Tell her I love her. We can finally hear you.
She can hear you. She can hear you. I don't have my
Debbie's the
headphones on.
best.
I love you, Debbie. This is Belinda.
Hi, Debbie from Australia.
Not the same Belinda.
Let's make
But
that
you know
clear.
what? That's awesome. Jason can talk. I mean, that's awesome. He's coming through. He's been struggling, you guys. You have no idea that we've been talking behind the scenes.
Where you are. Do you know how to send a mail? You know what the postal service is?
Yeah, I get letters all the time about I'm behind on payments. I know what that is. That's damn sure right now, Debbie. You know me.
Damn straight.
We love you, Debbie.
Today.
Hey, Master Fried Wake Up News. I put my email up. I don't know if you got it or not, but hit me up with an email and we'll talk behind the scenes. Debbie wanted to ask everybody, and I mean everybody on the panel and off the panel.
Leave him
Does,
alone.
does any last time they went and physically walked into a library and checked out a book?
10 years.
I don't read. I don't read.
Oh, that was quick.
And how close?
Yeah, 10
is
years.
your- And how close is your nearest library?
Literally about
Yeah, how
About
close is
30
it?
miles.
no, mine. I can literally walk to my nearest library in like 5 minutes.
My library is probably
There
6
you
miles
go.
away.
I live in the country, so
Been about
30
40.
miles away.
What's the
Buddhism.
point?
Yeah, my closest library is like 21.
What's the point?
Is she asking this because she wants to know why we're talking instead of going to a library? I commend that. But libraries have changed over the years, Debbie. So sharing of information has evolved in a way that we need to adapt to at this point. It is different than it used to be. Trust me, my library card had a bunch of overdue books on it back in the day. I used to go there all the time.
Even the
understand.
libraries are computerized.
Right, they're not books anymore.
We can
Oh,
get
no,
everything.
there's books.
online.
Right.
Yeah,
Amazon
you
has
go
that.
to your local library, and if you don't have Nook installed on a tablet, you can't check out a book. And I'm going, what the
Well,
fuck
no,
are
if
you talking
it's
about?
Amazon Prime.
I got the book right here in my hand. I want to check it out and take it home and read it. No, well, no. You've got to download the digital version of it on your tablet. And we're only going to let you have it for one day. And I'm going, no, I got the physical book in my hand. I want to take it home.
Okay, what's the point?
I think it was going back to
Yeah,
what
and-
Jason was saying.
I think she's
earlier
saying
about-
that, like, look how knowledge is being suppressed.
right.
Well, yeah,
It's
knowledge
actually I get stuff on Amazon Prime all the time. Books, audiobooks, digital
Right, but
books. It's all
but a
books.
lot of rural America depends on libraries, and they're changing for the worst. I think that might be her point. I could be wrong, Jason. What do you think?
Here,
No, you
right there,
you and Deb,
right there.
you and Debbie are on the same page, saying the same exact thing. The oppression of knowledge. We're going back to the burning of the library
Right.
of Alexandria.
It's
What
not
did I just hand you?
What
And
oppression
Debbie
when
just
you
handed
can
me her library card.
just bring it up on
Yeah.
your if you can order it
You know
on
what-
Amazon and read it on your tablet, what's the oppression? You just go you don't have the physical book in
Well,
your
you
hand.
just said it right there, Belinda. You just said it right there. If you can order it on Amazon, you got to understand there's a lot of people in this country, and there's a lot of people that can't do that.
Well, yeah, and if I couldn't do
Did you
it,
know that 60% of Missouri does not have internet connection?
okay, 4 years ago, I was taking my kids to the library and getting actual physical books. If they
I'm
needed
talking about an entire state. 60% of it does not have internet connection. Can you imagine?
then you go to the
The
library.
library.
In the library.
Yeah, and then when you go to the library, you're supposed to have what Debbie is saying, which is a digital connection. And you can't because you don't even have the opportunity or the option to do so. So I think
Now they would say
patience in that.
library card, and I could check out a book. So I'm not seeing what you guys are saying.
They're requiring them to use a digital platform in order to check books out, as opposed to the old school library card, and that's a problem.
And you
Not-
know, schools.
Yeah.
You know what schools are doing now?
Right, if
a
I-
lot of schools are doing now today is they don't even hand out books anymore. They give kids iPads, and then all the information is now digital or online. But you know how easy it is to change things online from a hard copy of a book. So, you know, there could be a lot of disinformation. They can teach our kids anything now in schools because they're not reading hard copies from, you know, books, or they're just reading things online, and they could be changed.
That's kind of funny. Is, you know, my 8th grader last year, and in 7th grade they introduced the iPads, you know, and they did a lot of work on the iPads. Well, I actually switched her to a different school district, to a, you know, the major town, Medford, you know, here in Southern Oregon. We're in Eagle Point, and in high school they don't use iPads at all. So that kind of was strange to me.
There is nothing like walking into a library, and I mean it even has a smell. It smells of books. It just, and it has
Right.
it has a whole different aura, and
Kids still go to-
it's
Kids still go to library. Just saying.
an experience.
Yeah, we have Wesley Rabbit in the house.
I'm just saying, kids still
I
might.
get what she's
So
saying.
let me give you an example, real quick. Let me give you an example. Austin, here in Austin, they built a library for $93 million fucking dollars, and there's literally one bookshelf with books on it. The rest of it is computers, and then like banquet spaces and conference spaces. It's a joke. Libraries are not what they used to be. It's a joke. It's a joke. I agree with them on this. I agree completely on this. Libraries need to be held in regard, and it's not actually happening. We need to keep libraries alive.
Everything's on computer now. They don't have card catalogs.
Why is, okay, there's a lot of bad things with technology or whatever, but why is reading the book on a tablet different than holding it in your hand and reading it? You're still holding it in your hand.
Because what if you can't afford a tablet, Belinda? Come on.
Stop.
Well, what's in hardcore? What's in hard print
book?
isn't going to hurt your eyes as bad as the light coming out of that tablet, and it's not
Then
going
you
to
gotta
be as
separate
easily
the books.
adulterated
You know what?
as anything else is on electronics. Because let's face it,
we have like
the
3
Holy
libraries,
Bible, I'm
and
looking
they all still
at
have
the NIV. I've got the hard print in my hands.
I
How
live
many
in a
books do we have in this
area,
room?
and we have 3 libraries, and they all still have books, and I can still go and check one out if needed. And so,
Yeah,
can
but
your daughters that, you know?
Okay, but that's just not the case across the country is the point. We're not trying to argue. I'm not trying to argue with anybody. I'm just saying it is a real problem. Like, I'm acknowledging that. Now that you guys, Jason, you and Belinda you and Debbie brought it up, it honestly, here in the South, here in Texas, I just got through saying that we're like the biggest producer of renewable energy in the entire United States. One problem we have is libraries. Libraries are dead. It's a problem. I think it's a problem. I truly agree with that. It needs to be fixed.
Yeah, it is a problem. We don't take our kids to the library. The library's out of schools.
But everybody has a phone, and you can look the same thing up on a phone and read it.
Yeah, forget the bookmobile. Does anybody remember the bookmobile? Anyone?
Yes, you're talking about Scholastic, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I'm talking
the book
about
fairs.
Scholastic. I'm talking about the little
Yes.
trailer.
They don't do that
pulled up.
anymore. They don't do that anymore because it's too offensive.
You go in and you check out a book, and when the book's weak, you turn your book back in. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Now
you
it's
guys
too
are way older
offensive?
than I am.
Really? Seriously, Scholastic is now too offensive.
Never heard of that, unless you're from a different world.
Yeah, it's called the South. It's called the South.
I feel that way
I-
sometimes.
I'm from a whole
I'm
different.
telling you guys, I'm not trying to be hateful right now, but they're totally right on this.
I've never. Digi, have you ever heard of a bookmobile? Cowboy, have you ever heard of a bookmobile?
No, what is that?
Yeah, never. And I'm pretty
So,
old.
Linda, you grew up in Missouri. We had the bookmobiles
I
growing
grew
up.
up
You're
in
the same age as me.
Again,
You grew
I lived
up
in
in
Missouri.
the same as me.
No, wait a
I
minute.
mean,
I lived in Missouri for a year and a half. I'm from California, Southern California.
Oh,
Which is where which is where Cowboy's from.
I've heard of a book.
yeah, but you should still know what the boatmobile is. That's where they pull a truck up, and it's got a trailer on the back of it, and it's got,
I've never heard of it.
you go in, and that's county library.
There's
No.
such an expansion. There's such an expansion of land in between areas that actually have communities in the South. There's so much land, and there's so many spaces in between. The bookmobile was basically bringing all the new books to the library, and you could go and have a book fair. You could do Scholastic. I remember whenever they started making state quarters back in 2000. They would sell things you could buy to put the quarters in and stuff like that. All that stuff. They ended that because that sounded like they ended it because it was offensive, because they felt like it was like pandering for money. So they stopped bringing that, and that was important because they also brought new encyclopedias. They also brought other new, educational books and also even fictional books and stuff like that for the kids to read. They stopped doing that. We don't have the same kind of access to books. It's ridiculous. I mean, not everybody has the access to Amazon. Not everybody has the access to a phone. Not everybody has the access to that. I'm not saying that.
Even people that are homeless.
No, they don't. They don't.
Yes, they do.
Don't.
Government gives it to them.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
I don't.
No, the homeless don't. The homeless don't even have access to the libraries anymore because if
the
you
homeless
spend more than an hour in the library.
Well, no. What the problem is the homeless are sleeping in the fucking libraries.
You know what? I've driven by homeless people before I even had a phone. I didn't have one for like 3 or 4 years, and I'm like, how did they have a phone and I don't? Yeah, the homeless have a phone.
Because they're spanging, they're panhandling in LA. That's why.
There's no excuse.
You can make more money panhandling than I could make working a real job. If I were to stand out there on the side of I-44 with a sign at any intersection, I can make more money per day than I make all week doing a real job.
Well, see, actually, we are lucky because
we are all lucky. We are all lucky. Thank you, Debbie.
We live. The college is not that far away, and we have total access to their entire library. We've got a library that's another 20 miles away, and it's very convenient for us.
But you're a unique case. In the South, there's really not many libraries that actually have books. It's just computers.
Yeah, you're in Texas, and Texas is a whole different ballgame.
Right.
See, here in Missouri, we still know what the hell paper is. In Texas,
obviously, look over there on the shelf.
Down there where you're at in Texas, I think they outlawed paper. I think they outlawed paper out
Basically.
in California too.
The Alamo.
Yeah, the part of Texas I live in might as well be California.
I mean, the only thing paper's good for is wiping your butt with, right? That's what they're trying to tell us.
People can walk into Barnes and Noble and sit there for 3 or 4 hours or 5 hours a day and read for free. So you can't tell me nobody has access to books.
I'm just talking about general idea of it, Belinda. You got to understand what it used to be like and what we're talking about, that it's not available as it was before.
It is.
It's not an argument.
Never. You want to
Barnes
go
and Noble is not a library. Barnes and Noble is a store where you're supposed to purchase something.
Oh, you can sit there for 5 hours and read a book. I've seen people do it. I go to
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble.
Oh
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. We got Barnes and Nobles out here, and yeah, people sit there all day long, read books.
And drink coffee.
Well, you're
And drink
saying there's
coffee.
no access to books. There's access to books if you want. If you
They
want to
don't,
find
they don't
it.
even bother to sell the books. They don't try to sell the books at Barnes and Noble. You know what they do? They try to push the coffee. They push the coffee. All
buy
right?
a coffee
As long
to
as
read
you're buying coffee, you can read the book for free.
People sit in our Barnes and Noble, and it's pretty big. They sit there for 5 hours and read a whole book, an entire book. You can't tell me that books aren't available.
No, they're available. They're just limited.
Well, we actually.
Well, and they play
are
nudie films on
fortunate-
Saturdays too.
Well, we are actually fortunate enough to have access to 3 libraries.
Nope, the one's closed down. The one's closed down. All right, we got the one library in Nurse County. The one that was in Arnold is shut down.
Well,
The
I'm not
one in
talking
Benton
about
shut
Arnold.
down.
Yeah, but we got the college right.
Yeah, but how far away is that?
31 miles.
Right. Look. I'm not. My dog in this fight is just verifying what they're saying. I'm not trying to be hateful. I'm not trying to argue. All I'm saying is it is a problem that I've noticed myself, and I'm the youngest person in this fucking thing. So
I don't know. I think
Library.
Digi's a year young.
he'll be
Li-
51, and I'll just turn 52.
Libraries are free. There's no excuse. If somebody wants to go and have a book in their hands, they can get one. Libraries are free.
Well, I'm 41, so that makes me the youngest one.
I'm 55 and alive.
No, Debbie, you're 57.
Debbie, you made it through.
Well, no, I'm sticking at 55.
So wait. So what was it? Saint Joseph Hospital. Jason,
St. Joe.
what was it? The hospital. I wrote it down. I don't have it in front of me.
Debbie was at St. Anthony's.
Anthony. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah. You never called me because I told you, or you never called me back. So I guess they must have treated her right, but they didn't give y'all a good enough room. And I told you I would call them and say, y'all better give them, act like your lawyer or something and try to get you a better room. But you
Oh,
said,
no,
no,
she got
just wait
out.
up."
She got out. AT&T screwed at me, and what it's the first time I've been able to get you on a stream, and I've done 4, but you've been having issues yourself. And I'm going.
No, I'm
"Damn,
talking
why
about
can't
you.
I get a
They didn't
hold
give
of
you.
Larry?"
They didn't give you a pull-out bed. That's my point.
Yeah,
Remember
Yeah.
that?
right.
Well, Debbie got out of the hospital. She went back in the hospital, and they gave us a worse room.
Mm.
And I had to threaten the doctor to get out.
I said, "You know what, Doc? I'm
She
going to
said,
call
"Listen
I'm
here."
going to call my lawyer, Laird, and Laird's going to have this fixed." And I was trying every damn thing I could to get a hold of you for like.
Are you
and
serious?
it's like, where's Laird? Where's Laird?
They
Yeah, I'm
put it
serious.
really
I was
did?
trying to get hold of you for 2 days. They put Debbie in the worst fucking room they could.
in
I mean,
my bag.
It's the same exact room my grandma like in '93, and I'm going, no, we got to get her out of here.
They
Like
put
now.
Oh,
a
goodness.
collar on my bag.
Well, she broke the spell then, I guess.
And Debbie's going, I got to get out of this room. She keeps getting out of the bed. There's an alarm on the bed. And it's like, oh my God. It turned into a mosh pit on the 6th floor.
I was threatening the nurses. And
Well, guys, I'm just delighted to hear that you made it out, Debbie. we prayed for you. All of us prayed for you. Everybody here on the panel and everybody probably in the chat prayed for you too. So we hope that you know that, and it's good to hear your voice again. So let's move on. I don't want to get in a fight about freaking libraries anymore. But Debbie, God bless you. I'm so glad you made it out.
Oh, we got young fam in the chat.
You want to do a shout out to the chat room?
Thank
I've got to
you
look at
very,
it.
very much. Two.
We have youngster fam in the house now. Yeah, I'm getting ready to do a shout out right now.
Guys, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you.
Digi.
At your wrench.
Digi.
Layered life, bootylicious.
Oh my goodness, people in the chat is
Digi sticking around for a minute.
Sure.
I love you.
I need
First up, let me give a shout out. All right, we got Belinda Burbaker, we have Cowboy. All in the chat, we've got Mystery Fried, Wake Up News, we have it, and we've got Youngster Fam.
Where's my dog person?
And I know there's people that I missed, but I don't know where they're at.
We got Wake Up
I'm
News.
ready to go, but they're gone.
Wake Up News, Mystery Fried, Youngster.
Belinda's honking.
Yeah,
Candy
she is.
Cupcakes. We got some Alone One's here. Gerald Neal.
We got Debbie. We got Debbie in the house. Debbie's in the house.
Debbie with a wrench.
Oh, Debbie don't
Hey,
get
Debbie.
Debbie. Debbie's got a freaking 22-ounce framing hammer.
Debbie with a shotgun.
Debbie with the AK.
You're still talking. I love you guys.
Got a
I had-
Salted
I
Cedar
forgot.
here. Salted Cedar's
Hey,
here,
Salted.
brother.
Salted cedar.
We got
He's about to be
Wascally
assaulted.
Rabbit. We got Wascally Rabbit in the house as well.
We got Jesse Spot, Scare Performance.
Leave.
We have Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Let me tell you something. We're gonna do a lot of good stuff.
We have Kim Jong Un.
We have Kim Jong Un in the house.
We got to do like.
Oh my God!
Let's
Who
do
the
it.
fuck was that?
Let's do a Donald Trump Kim Jong Un conversation. We're gonna
Kim
do
Jong
like,
Un.
Believe me.
Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong Un.
right? I'll beat Donald Trump, man. You
You
know,
will be met with fire and fury.
You will be met with fire and fury.
The likes that the world has never seen before.
I am your father.
I am your father. Wait, Jason,
I am
If
your
you're from
father.
Australia, you say farther. I'm your farther.
I'm your Faja. I'm your Faja. Like gold
member.
gold member.
Gold
Yeah.
member. He's like, a little bit salty.
A little bit salted cedar. A little bit salty, eh? A little bit salty. Faja.
I'm from Holland, isn't that weird?
I'm from Poland. What about this one, like?
Hello, I am from the IRS. I am here to inform you that you have money coming back to you, but we need your bank where we can return your money that we took from you that we shouldn't have done. So,
Hey guys, it's really not cool to make fun of Eastern people.
Mini-Me loves chocolate. Mini-Me loves chocolate. Mini-Me loves chocolate. Scotty, don't Scott. Mini-Me loves chocolate. Mini-Me loves chocolate. Scotty, don't. Don't
I
Scott.
need a young priest and an old priest.
Bring in
The power of Christ compels you.
Wait,
Bring in the clowns.
Bring in the clowns.
the best part is like getting my
My
tummy.
goodness.
Oh my, get my tummy, little man.
Oh, aye.
What about this one? What about this one?
Aye. You can keep your mojo.
Wait a
Baby.
fuck you. And no, what about this one? What about me? I'm fuck you and fuck me.
Fuck
you and fuck me.
You and fuck me.
Oh no, fuck you and fuck me.
This is my sister. Fuck me. I'm fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
me. Yeah, those movies are hilarious. man.
I'm so evil. It hurts. Mini Me loves chocolate. Here, Mini Me. Here, Mini Me.
wait. What about this? Like mole.
Don't Scott.
Scotty,
Number
don't.
one. Number one. Get the giant freaking
Yeah,
laser.
Paul Johnstone, how do you go? What's
Number
going on
two.
here? You know what, Paul? I have no idea.
Boop, boop, boop. I like the one about Salty though. That was good. Was that lady that did that?
Assaulted. Yeah.
No. About like the your gold member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he's
I'm actually chewing on my pinky right now, just like Dr. Evil for some reason.
right?
It's her evil. Don't Scott.
Scotty, don't.
Number Scotty don't. Number one.
Rain on the plains.
The giant freaking with the sharks with the giant lasers.
Lasers.
The
Lasers. Give me $1 million.
$1 billion.
Here, Mini Me.
I've got headphones in, so I can't hear myself. Therefore, I can't do.
Hey, we got
Sound.
rain.
Rain on the
Rain.
plains.
Rain is rain.
Sounds like there's umbrellas around.
Hey, rain.
Don't open that thing inside.
Oh, we got rain on the plane.
We got Belinda Brubeck splitting the horn.
Poop on the scoop.
Belinda Brubeck. Boop, boop.
She's texting the heck out of somebody.
That's layered life.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Oh, it's the giant evil. It's the evil rain on the plains.
Hello, rain on the plane. Hello.
Hi.
She's so evil. It's evil. It's rain on the plains.
It's rain on the plains. Do you want to see it rain on the plains?
It's,
Sorry,
Would you
I
like to
muted
see
it.
rain?
I muted it, you guys. I'm sorry. I was a little bit late in muting it. But anyway,
That's-
hello, everybody.
Oh, how
How
do
are
you
you?
get your thing to
Oh,
do
we're going
animation?
crazy. We're just being-
Digi's made it go loose. That's basically what's happened.
We've been
They
arguing
let me
about
loose.
libraries.
Yeah, I set it off and I dropped the bomb and I just walked out of the conversation for a while.
Rain on the
I'm-
plains.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Rain.
How's everybody doing this evening? What have you guys been talking about?
crazy.
Libraries.
Particle
Oh.
physics.
One of my very favorite things is libraries. I should have been I should have gotten an MLS for engineering. That would have been like ideal career path for me.
I might not.
I
have
can
should
see you
have
standing
said that.
behind the desk going, shh.
Is that Dr. Evil or is
Yeah,
that
Rain,
Debbie?
you would not have made a good librarian because I cannot see you telling anybody to shut the hell up.
Shh.
Yeah,
What,
that
you
wouldn't
can't
work.
see me
You
as
telling
a
anybody that wouldn't
librarian?
work.
Quiet.
No. No.
Belinda's honking. Belinda's honking.
I
her
cannot
thing.
see you walking up to somebody and tell them they're being too loud. Or... No, you would not be a good librarian. I mean,
I
you
would
only-
be. I would be in the back
librarian is
reading.
like, put that back in your pants.
I would be in the back reading. That's what I would have been doing.
Somebody over looking at
You guys,
books of photography, and you'd be going, "No, your pants. You can't have that out right here."
I don't know about
But other
that.
than that,
but-
no, you wouldn't because you're too loud, you're too outspoken, and frankly,
I am. Oh my God! Really? I didn't know that.
That's funny.
Why do you say that? Why am I so outspoken? I don't know. I don't say anything, do I?
no, not at all. And I have to blast your last like three shows you've done because I've got such a backlog of trying to catch up with my really shitty internet connection. Your last 3 shows, but you are like one of the most outspoken cowboy put together that there is. I mean, you make Dan look tame.
I make who look tame?
Dan.
Oh my goodness.
Linda.
Well, yeah, I kind of took over a couple shows, and I do apologize for that because I don't mean to like take over because it annoys me when other people do that. So sorry about that, you guys.
I'll try not to do that ever again. When I'm
I would really love to promise that I would, but I just don't think I will.
Yeah, the next time I'm at 4 a.m. when you do a stream, I'll not do that. You need to start those later, Rain. I'm telling you. You start at like 7 a.m. East Coast. It's like 4 a.m. here. It's like the middle of the night for me.
Well, it's the only time that I could. It's because it's 5 a.m. my time, but it's the only time that I can really consistently do it. But I haven't been consistent at all lately, so I don't know what the point is. You know what I mean? I mean, like even today, I went on like because I slept through my alarm, and then like later on, I went on, which was it was good. The later on one was, and nobody else was on, so that was great. But or that I knew of anyway. But yeah, I thought it would be a consistent time for me, but it's ending up not being for some reason.
So I always just like I always go back and watch it. I just get frustrated I can't like comment in the chat. But
well, sometimes they're kind of boring, but other times I think I have some really good info. Like I don't know if you guys anybody saw my video that I did this morning. It was about like this new movie that's coming out called The Moment. That it changes the movie changes. Well, you wear like this EEG thing, and the movie changes according to what your brain is. What do you guys think about that?
Wow. It changes your brain?
AI.
It doesn't change your brain, but it
AI.
changes. The movie has like different scenes for different things, so the movie changes according to what your
Rain,
brain is.
Belinda, that
Yeah. Hey, Rain, I put my email up in the chat. Email me.
Belinda, I've tried muting you like 20 fucking times. You're
Yeah,
coming
so,
through.
Belinda, you're horny. You're blowing the horn over there.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it
I don't know
really
if
is
you're
like interrupting
keying.
everybody.
I don't know if you're keying or whatever, but when you do key, your picture shows up as you're making noise. So I don't know what
No,
that
it's
is.
it's constant. I mean, Belinda, come
she's
on,
horny.
please.
She's horning.
I try to do you a favor and mute you, and you keep going off of it.
But also, you guys, I wanted to let you guys know too. I mean, I'm trying to gradually do this on my channel, but I do want to go towards a more Christian focus, which I've obviously been Christian this whole time, but I haven't really focused on that on my channel, and I feel like it's imperative in these days, because I feel like we are in the last days, that more people know about Jesus or have the opportunity to hear about Jesus or whatever. And so I want to go that direction on my channel a little bit more than I have in the past.
Oh, that's
So just
awesome.
to let you guys know. That's all.
That's awesome.
I think Belinda agrees. Three horns means yes. There we go.
So, Rain, why do you get pissed off at digital all the time?
I don't get pissed off at digital at all. What are you talking about?
He's just winding you up. He's winding you up. A layered life.
I love digital.
Belinda, turn off your horn. Seriously.
Is anybody talking or keying anything?
No, we can
Belinda
see
is
that
blowing
it's
your
her.
horn.
Yeah, Belinda
Belinda.
needs to mute you.
Quit being coy. Come on.
I've muted her, but
AI.
she keeps.
AI.
It's AI. So Rain, like, what sort of angle are you going to come in on? Because like I've got like
What's your beef with the Australian?
I'll turn it up. You banana
I don't
over there.
know.
Don't listen to him,
Banana
Rain.
vendor,
Don't listen
you're
to
calling me a
him.
banana
He's
vendor?
had too many beers. Rain, what I was going to say is like with the Christian focus, right?
Give me a
Because
break.
for me, like I'm really at the beginning of learning the Bible and all that sort of stuff. So how are you going to incorporate it with what you do?
What I'm gonna do is like look at like certain things that apply to the ME or certain verses, and then I have this really good. It's a free software thing that I use called E-Sword. And it
Sounds like
looks-
AI.
Well, no, it's actually just a computer program that looks at the original Greek and Hebrew and like the different meanings, because like, you know, we're looking at an English Bible. And so like for some of the translations and stuff, it's like, you know, was it really translated accurately? I don't know. And then, so looking at some of those translations and also just applying it, trying to apply it to the ME and what we're seeing, and, you know, possible end time stuff. And like, for instance, I've been meaning to do this for 2 or 3 months, and I keep talking about it, and I'm going to do a separate video on it. It won't be a live stream, but I'm going to do what I believe, and, you know, and I would like feedback on it in case people disagree with me, because I'm sure there will be. But you know, the word hell should not, and I'm not saying there's not a hell, but the word hell and what people perceive as being hell should not be in the Bible at all. There's only Sheol, Hades, Tartarus, and the lake of fire. Those are the only 4 things that are in the Bible. So like they've translated hell as like the grave and, you know, other things that shouldn't be in there. You know what I'm saying? So I want to start doing things like that, talking about things like that, because, and also like even the verse, you know, I've said before where, you know, I think possibly that I've died, you know, even though I'm a Christian, you know, and people say, well, the Bible says it's appointed once for man to die. Well, if you look up the word once, you know, and you look at the Hebrew word for what it says, it could also mean not necessarily a singular time, but it could also mean like once and for all. You know, there's a difference between like a once singular and a once and for all. And so like, you know, just different things like that.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, that's just great because I've been watching all your videos. It's awesome that like you're like branching out more that way, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, good, because, you know, I've been a little bit shy about proclaiming my faith, and I just want everyone to know that I proclaim Jesus Christ as Lord, and He is my Lord and Savior. And, you know, I want to welcome everybody onto my channel as far as whatever their beliefs are, and I'm try to be inclusive of everybody, but those are my beliefs, and that's what I want to speak about, and I don't want to be as shy as I have been in the past regarding that.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, because you know, I've been watching your streams, and that was one thing I never really like. I didn't know your beliefs, and you know, I wasn't going to go on and ask you on that, but I think that's awesome that anybody that can go online and proclaim Jesus Christ as their Savior and then do streams on that, I think that's powerful.
Well, I mean, I have a lot of strange beliefs along with that. I mean, you know, it's you know, even just when, you know, I did the thing with digital, you know, last time I said a lot of strange things, and that had to do with a lot of stuff that I'd been looking at with Ogteles. I mean, I have a lot of weird things that I incorporate into that, but when it comes right down to it, if anything like contradicts the fact that Jesus is Lord and Savior, it's not going to fly with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, that's that's my main thing, and that's what I'm never going to sway from, and never going to waver from, and never going to deny if anyone asks me. And so that's just what I
Right.
want people to know.
No, that's awesome. I'm proud of you. I think that's awesome. I mean, that's like music to my ears when I hear people say that. It is.
Well, you know, how can, you know, when you look at what Jesus has done for us, you know, I mean, because I'm a miserable sinner, to be honest with you. I'm terrible. I'm horrible. I'm not a good Christian. But that's not gonna stop me from proclaiming what Jesus has done for me, because it's about him and what he's done for us. It's not what I can do necessarily, even though I do want to proclaim his glory and what he's done for us. I do want to do that, but that's not, you know, it's not about how bad or good I am. It's what he's done for us.
Right. And I think, you know, that's just like watching, you know, Digi streams and how much he's reaching out for the truth as well, and talking more part of the religious part of it as well. I mean, I think that's just powerful. It's powerful. I mean, you know, even with Jason's stream tonight, when, you know, we go off crazy subjects and things, but you know, at some point we all get back to one thing, right? It's Jesus, and I think that's the one thing we can't lose focus on, right? Is
Exactly, and
is our
that's
walk
what
with Jesus, right?
that's what I have not done enough of on my channel, and I want to focus more on that. And that's all I'm saying, is because, you know, I'm not ashamed to proclaim that Jesus is my Lord and Savior, and that's what I believe.
Right. So I you know, I don't think it's you, Belinda. It could be a ghost, somebody that joined in and just messing with us. Because it sounds to me like that noise is somebody that's on their phone keying, and I'm on my computer, so I don't know what that beeping is, but I don't think it's anybody here on the panel.
I can't find it on my end either. But it
Yeah.
keeps in this.
Yeah,
I
people.
think it might be Belinda just because her thing keeps coming up, but I don't know for sure, and I don't want to blame her. I love
Right.
Belinda.
Well, that's the only thing is that her picture keeps coming up when it does that. So that's the, but she's saying it's not her, so I don't know what it is.
I believe her, but it keeps coming up every time we hear the beeps. Her picture comes
Right.
up, and my control panel saying it's coming from her. And hey, Belinda, I think you need to keep yourself out and come back in, because I think you got a hijacker.
Yeah, youngster fam, it could be a ghost. I never even knew that you could even do that in Google, but apparently you could be ghost in Google Hangout. That live stream I did on the Nephilim with armor up, and I had stone and everything. Somebody hijacked
my Amazon account.
Right.
Turn
Yeah, but somebody hijacked my Google Hangout for my live stream. So if anybody does anything live or been on a live stream, you know that like the next day you go in there into your Google Hangout, and that unless you exit out of it, or if you're the host of it and remove everybody, it's still there. So that night after I did that live stream on the Nephilim, I went in the next day, and my whole Google Hangout from my stream was gone. Somebody had come in, and I don't know what happened, but they deleted it.
Yeah, Cowboy, I listened to part of your broadcast on the Nephilim and stuff, and I got in and out of it because it was a long one for one, and I had stuff to do, but also I didn't agree with some of what some people were saying about it, but I mean, I have my own beliefs on that. But what did you like if you were to sum up like in a paragraph or whatever what you believe on all that stuff, what would you say?
Well, that's what in a paragraph, a 5 hour. You want to put a paragraph?
I know
on
it's
a 5 hour show.
I know it's hard to, but just in general, what would you say though?
So I think that the Nephilim are the bloodline, are the children of the fallen angels that procreated with women, and that's the Nephilim. And
I would agree with that. Yes.
Okay. So that is the one main thing that I wanted to point out. The other one is I think that the alien deception, I think those are not aliens, they're demonic beings.
I would agree with that as well. I totally agree with that.
And I also think that there's also still a bloodline from the Nephilim today.
Well, I don't know about that, but I wouldn't discount it exactly. I was just curious as to what your beliefs were on that, because it does say in the Bible, Satan's seed, and Eve's seed, and so Satan's seed would seem to, lead us to believe that there are still descendants from something demonic, And
Right.
so, yeah, I would, that would lead me to believe that that's true for sure. Not that I know that, of course, but that, what I'm saying, I'm open to it. And I think it's a very distinct possibility and actually a probability, not a possibility. And then, for me, totally. I totally believe that I don't believe there's aliens at all. I believe that they are, fallen angels, demonic beings. And if there are like aliens, quote unquote, because even the Bible says that, I have sheep not from this sheepfold. And I believe they would be just like us. You know what I mean? On a different planet, and they would be like not necessarily human, but like born of God, you know what I mean, and not demonic in any way, you know what I'm saying? And so, and there's no evidence for that whatsoever. I'm just saying because of that verse, I'm open to that belief, is what I'm saying.
Right. I understand what you're saying. So did I sum it up pretty good in the paragraph?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. 5 hours show in like 3 lines.
Well, and that's what I would have said if somebody just would have asked me out of the blue, But I'm just saying that, but a lot of what was said I didn't agree with or support, and then also I was having a bad time. It was buffering, and then I had things to do, so like I was in and out of the stream, and I didn't announce that I was there, or maybe I did a couple times or whatever, but anyways, I just, a lot of people have a lot of strong opinions on that, and I didn't know what your personal, I wanted to just get kind of what your personal,
that's
since you hosted it.
Yeah, that's my personal opinion. That's exactly how I feel on it.
Well, I agree 100% with what your beliefs are. So.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, and those in my opinion, that's how I feel. Those how I'm perceived things are, and my thoughts on it entirely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean like I'm telling everybody like you have to believe what I believe. Do your own research.
Right. Exactly. That's how I feel too. Yep.
But that's my opinion. That's exactly what it is. And I think that the one thing that, like you said, like you're not sure about, like the Nephilim bloodline still being alive today. I strongly believe they are. I strongly believe they're the ones in control of our world under Satan.
Well, There's
You know?
something demonic definitely about whoever's in control. I mean, I totally believe that, and I totally believe that, you know, there's certain bloodlines that are in control and they are demonic in nature. I just don't know that they've necessarily descended from the Nephilim. But however, when you look at things, it's like, you know, when you see like these shapeshifters or the reptilians, or I mean, shoot, and even some quote unquote timelines, other people have said that, you know, Queen Elizabeth has said that she was even a reptilian in some timelines. And so that's crazy. I didn't know that. You know, I mean, Scott Harrison is the one that told me that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that in one of their timelines that she came out and said that, you know. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
And I think that I also think that the England, the Queen, or King, whoever is going to be in control, I think they're like one of the higher ups.
Oh,
on the
definitely.
pyramid. And I think that we're America, Canada, and I said this last night, America, Canada, Australia, you know, all these countries were conquered by England. We're still under their control. We don't know it. They don't tell us, but we're still ruled by them. And
I believe that as well.
Oh, we had the biggest fake war whenever it came to the American Revolution ever, because we are still under their control.
right.
Well, even gosh, I think, oh, I wish I could back this up with something, but there's something to the effect where, like, even our birth certificates or something, it
Yeah, it's
lends,
called the Maritime Laws.
yeah, is something
Maritime
like under.
Maritime Admiralty Law. Look it up.
Okay, now I want to put this out there because it's a little bit controversial. Because it was something I discovered like within the last 2 months is all. But, you know, people say, you know, if your name is in capital letters, you're like property and all this. And I would agree with that if you know, if you look at the maritime laws and stuff like that. But there's some certain people who don't have their birth certificates in all capital letters, and I happen to be one of them. I don't have mine. Mine is not in all capital letters. And so,
Well, but you know the difference. If you live in the United States, guess what changed to all capital letters about 112 years ago or something like that? The United States of America. It changed to all capital letters.
right, but I'm just saying, why is mine one of the few that is not in all capital letters? That's
Because it
what
doesn't matter anymore. Because it doesn't matter anymore. Because the country itself is in all capital letters, therefore it's a business.
So the
It's
whole,
not an actual.
yeah.
Yes,
Well, I
you fall
heard
under the blanket.
someone tried to tell me, and you know, I'm not saying they're wrong at all, but that, like, if your name is not in all capital letters, you're quote unquote free, whereas if it is in capital letters, you're, you know, that's like the shadow person or the
You should get
pseudo.
it changed if you can. You can get it changed if it is, yes.
And so, you know, I'm not sure what the whole deal is behind that. And, you know, I was just curious if any of you had delved deeper into that, because I was definitely curious because mine isn't in all capital letters. And I was like, what? You know, does that mean that I don't, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm
No.
not trying to say I'm quote unquote special. I'm just saying that everybody else's that I've heard from says that theirs is in all capital letters and mine isn't. You know, it's just the first letter of the name. And so I was really curious about that. And
Mine isn't
someone,
either, and I looked into it myself quite a bit. So I'm just letting you know, to answer your question, at least personally for me, I did look into it because mine wasn't either, and I came across the video from Jordan Maxwell, and that's whenever I figured out. I went to US.gov and looked at the Maritime Admiralty laws and everything like that, like you talked about, and it's true. It's scary, but it doesn't matter anymore because the blanket that we're under is actually under the corporation of the United States of America with all capital letters. And that's why actually our capital is not even on United States soil.
wow, that's fascinating. I would be really interested to hear more about your research on that at some point. Definitely.
Yeah,
think that's
I'd love to.
important. I think it's important for everybody in America to know all that stuff, and I don't think anybody.
Something
you
we'll
know,
never ever learn, and that's why we argued about libraries earlier. They're important, but libraries only go so far.
Yes.
You know, the book not the book, the movie for Fahrenheit 451. I caught the last 10 minutes of it today. I didn't realize they made a new version of it.
Oh,
But
they have?
I read the book whenever I was. Yeah, they did. It's on HBO.
Wow.
And yeah, and it's interesting. I only saw the last 10 minutes of it, but I recorded the next showtime. So whenever it plays next, I'll have it recorded. Probably watch it tomorrow. But I read the book whenever I was in high school.
Yeah, I read the book too, and it was well, I wasn't in high school.
It's Orwellian.
It is crazy. I mean, everything he describes is what is going on right now. You know, just in the description of like the TV screens and the people with you know, their glasses or earbuds or whatever. I mean, it is scarily prescient.
Well, and they rely on certain specific people to remember each and every book and like all that stuff. Like, so one person is like, they don't go by their name, they go by the name of the book that they memorized. It's just really, really weird.
Hey, Rain.
Yeah.
Wascally Rabbit had some addressed to you. If you can see the chat.
I haven't been looking at the chat. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'll read it to you. All this has to do with frequencies, correct? Yeah. That's what CERN is working on, trying to change the frequency of this reality matrix we exist in. They up it through CERN, what changes the reality for everyone, etc.
Is he wanting to know, or is that a statement, or was he wanting to know what I thought about that, or because I can give you my opinion on CERN and everything. A lot of people think that CERN has nothing to do with this. I do. I don't know though.
I do too.
The